Morning everybody, off on the way to the train station, back to where I left off yesterday. It could just be a very short day today because my leg is, well, foot and leg is still giving me a lot of jip. But it's not raining, it's around 8 degrees but cooler than I prefer, should be an okay day. Well, let's get moving because I've only got 7 minutes to get to the train station. Fortunately it's only 5 minutes away. Alrighty, off the train and off we go. Now I've just got to remember how to get back to where I left off yesterday. Oh, here's where I left off yesterday. Morgan. So 800 meters later, and I'm back to where I left off yesterday. Wouldn't you know it? Seat there for a rest. I only just started. I think today is going to have to be a very short day. Altenburg is in 17 kilometers. Hopefully I will make it that far, because despite doing what I could yesterday for it, my foot has not really improved. It's about 8 degrees at the moment, and the breeze is a little on the chilly side. Still, good day for walking. My problem is, as someone who's more than just a handyman, I see so much potential in places like this. This here would make such a wonderful albergue or hostel. Mind you, I don't think I'd get the number of pilgrims on this route. The sky is turning blue. Nearly every turn I make, there is an arrow or a mussel shell on a sign to let me know I'm going the right way. The wind's a little on the cool side, but it was to be expected today. It is beautiful. Yes, I would prefer dirt under my feet as opposed to pavement or tarmac, but wow, this is turning out to be really a nice day. And thank you to whoever did all the signage. Well, that was a nice little break. I'm 4.8 kilometers and 1 hour in, so my pace is only a little bit slower than normal, which surprises me. What a pleasant little stretch. Flowers and bird song. Well, this is a bit of a tricky one. According to the app, I go down this little bit of a trail here, and it doesn't look like much. There's what appears to be a very faded blue background and probably what used to be a mussel shell painted on the tree there, so it could be going any direction really. There is no other way, so yeah, I guess I'll just give it a go. I'm glad I'm not here in stormy weather. Or very wet weather for that matter. It's sticky underfoot. That's deer sign. Saw some deer in the field earlier, by the way. Well, according to the app, I'm going the right way. A minute or so ago, I came out onto this. Wonder if somebody had put in a new trail after the big storm that brought all those trees down. And that's why all the signage was so faded. Mappy would of course just be following whatever had been previously laid out. Never mind. Oh yeah, I'm on the right way, that's for sure. There's a sign just over there. It's got a golden arrow on it. Well, kind of a muscle. Doesn't really matter. I'm going the right way. Well, I double checked Mappy and it actually told me not to go off to the left but to go straight ahead here on this little trail. Both ultimately actually lead me back to the same point, but this is far more pleasant. I do like these little woods trails. Should lead me to a lake or maybe even a quarry, I'm not quite sure which. A little more interesting than following a road, even if it is dirt. I'm glad I decided to come this way. This is nice. Well, this is a useful little resource. This is a campsite. And I don't know if these are privately owned or if these are little cabins for rent. Probably the latter, I'm guessing. Wow, this would be something in the summer months. Well, as it turns out, there was no exit from there. Well, there's an exit, but it's locked. Barbed wire fence. Fortunately, as a New Zealander, I'm not exactly a stranger to going over barbed wire, so especially if you allow trees to grow nearby. So I carefully put all my stuff over and managed to hurdle it without injury. I'm not young anymore. It's not as easy as it used to be. Never mind, I made it. Right, where to go from here? Perfect, straight across the road. Very pleasant stretch between a couple of, well, started as a lake and it's now wetlands on both sides. Lot of geese around. Looks like this might be Greek breeding ground for them. They've gone quiet at the moment, of course, now that I've started to record. But earlier it was noisy. I'm on the outskirts of Altenburg. Mappy says that I had 7 k's to go. And a couple of signs I saw said, oh, a nice bird of prey. Wow, cool. Sorry, that I had 9 k's to go. So yeah, going to be interesting to see. It's a little bit tight. They've closed off the footpath on both sides. I don't like this very much. Clearly, there's some storks around. So maybe some of the bird noise I heard was storks, but I only saw geese. Did not like that crossing. Unfortunately, I got a break in the traffic. Alright, just seen a shell. Well, that was flaming annoying. That shell is pointing the wrong way. Very clearly showing straight ahead, and I was supposed to turn right immediately before it. If I'd followed that way, I would have then had to double back later on. Does not make any sense to me. It's a wee bit windy. I've lost my cat twice. Just passing the local bakery. Unfortunately, they have just closed for the day. Well, that's a new one on me. I've never seen anything like that before. Kinda cool. Gonna have to look that up on Google. Find out what the heck it is. Turns out that the official way continues on to the left, but I can go up and over the top here to the train station. It's 1 o'clock. I reckon I'm due a coffee or some such, and it's starting to rain, so I don't really need any more encouragement than that. Not sure quite which way to go here. I'm going to stay to this side. I've got plenty of food with me, but a warm drink would be most definitely welcome. Well, I had intended continuing on, but it started raining, and I thought, to hell with it, I'll give my foot a break. I'll see how it feels in the morning. It's going to be a little bit boring this afternoon because it's only 1 o'clock. I'll be home by 1:45, well, home, back to the hotel. Currently sitting on the train, and the train is sitting, waiting for something. But I've got lunch with me. Would have really loved that hot drink, but it transpired that everything nearby was closed. They're working on the station. It's just a giant building site at the moment, and the train was leaving in 3 minutes. Would you believe it? One train an hour, and it left 3 minutes after I got there. Doesn't get much better. Catch you later.